Good afternoon, madam. My name is Varman. I'm from Group 9. Our team have chosen animal testing as an article written by Barbara Ollens, source from stopanimaltesting.htm. Date of the publication is 1993. Now I'll give you a short summary of the article. The use of animals in research and product testing has been the subject of continuous discussion for many years. 60% of the animals used in testing are employed in biomedical research and product safety testing, according to the statistic gathered by F. Barbara Ollens for her book In the Name of Science: Issues in Responsible Animal Experimentation. Various people have different views towards animals. While some see them as companion, others see them as a way to advance scientific study or medical procedures. Regardless of how people feel about them, research facilities and cosmetic manufacturers use animals for experimentation all through the country and the world. Humans frequently gain from successful animal studies, but the suffering and agony of animals are not visible to the eyes. As an example, using an animal model, the LD50 test determines the dose of a chemical required to kill 50% of the subjects within a predetermined amount of time. The animals are hooked up on the tubes that pump a massive amount of test substance into their stomachs until they pass out during the experiment. Because that might take days or even weeks, this test causes the animals a great deal of anguish. Olin asserts that the creatures experience internal bleeding, diarrhea, paralysis, confusion, and vomiting. Since death is intent endpoint, dying animals are not put on their suffering by euthanasia. Now I will be giving my opinion on the first paragraph of the article. In my opinion, and animal testing is cruel and inhumane, and I agree with the author that animal rights are violated by humans for their personal benefits. Example, every field of technology is growing very fast, and for the sake of advancement, they do hundreds of tests every month. It includes the field of architecture, engineering, manufacturing, the industry, and medical science. 94% of animals testing is done to determine the safety of cosmetic and household products, leaving only 6% for medical research. When scientists try to make advancement in medical field, first of all, they try on the animals which kill or harm different types of animals. For example, when doctors make new type of eye lens, they try these lenses on the eyes of rabbit because of the eye retina of rabbit and human are same. If those lenses does not affect on the eyes of rabbit, then they launch in the market. But imagine when that experiment fails on the rabbit's eyes, it makes him blind, which ruins the life of the rabbit and also violates the animal rights. The blinding of rabbits to have a new kind of mascara is yet to be justified. In most of the medicines, scientists include the bones powder of animals that during the experiments and testing considered unnecessary and morally not different from murder. Moreover, people abuse the animals by hunting them for animal testing. I'm totally against the animal testing and prefer alternative way to replace animals for testing. Besides, animals have also emotions such as love, affection towards their family. Some studies prove that they also have same feeling as like humans. Animals also suffer through pains, feelings like physically or mentally. I saw many situations when people don't show any mercy towards animals and violated the rights of animals which are cruel. In my opinion, in my point of view, animal dissection is regarded as misleading experiment.
Hey everyone, my name is Ezekiel. I'm from Group 9, and today I'll give my opinion personally on animal testing. Personally speaking, I definitely agree with the author's point of view that the pain and suffering endured by experimental animals is not worth any potential benefits to humans. Every life in this world is important and has its own worth. Just to fulfill human desires and to benefit humans' experiments, we can't sacrifice lives of innocent animals who did nothing wrong but being alive in an era of humans. I personally feel, in my opinion, that this is so unfair and animal cruelty. If a human is abused or treated wrongly, they have human rights to defend them, but animals have nobody to defend them in such experiments, and that deeply hurts me even more. As a responsible human with six senses in this world, I feel we should respect nature and protect balance of the ecosystem and not use it and ruin it for our benefits. So many animals are already suffering because of humans and their desires. For example, because of the use of cars and refrigerators by humans, chlorofluorocarbon are being released to the atmosphere, which causes global warming, which melts the ice in Antarctic regions and affects the animals there, like polar bears and penguins. Yes, I understand that humans often benefit from successful animal research, but the pain and suffering that innocent life has to go through is not and never will be worth whatever success human benefit. I personally feel that every lives are equal and animals should be at least treated kindly and not be tortured in such labs like this very day. Let's just imagine that the logic that the world we know today is upside down and we humans are ruled by animals. Can you even imagine? I can't even imagine that. Can you even imagine the horror and torture you'll go through? Even talking about this makes me feel horrified. My question is, why test animals? Why, when there are so many alternatives out there? For example, like sophisticated stuffs like sophisticated tests using human cells and tissues, or maybe cell cultures, where you can use human or animal cells to do stuff like grow mini organs, where you can get a more effective and realistic way to test new therapies. It is proven that non-animal methods are often cheaper, quicker, and more effective. Other than that, you can use methods like computer models. In this modern era, the sophistication of computers is growing rapidly, which makes the ability of the computer to model or replicate aspects of the human body ever more possible. Long story short, it's a big no for me, in my opinion, and I think these reasons are more than enough to prove it clearly. That's all from me for today. Have a nice day, and don't forget to teach the younger generation that animal testing is animal cruelty. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Reshna from Group 9 and today I'm going to give my opinion on animal testing. I'm pretty sure and agree that animal testing is absolutely pointless because effective alternatives are available. As per based on an article written by Barbara Orlans, yes, there are many cosmetic companies that have found better ways to test their products without using animal subjects. Also, following to the discovery of a synthetic cellular tissue that closely matches human skin, the DRACE test has become nearly useless. Researchers can also use artificial skin to test the product that have the possibilities for skin harm instead of testing it on animals. Other than that, there are also products named eye tags to test the product that may damage eyes. Eye tags is a synthetic material that becomes opaque when a product damages it, resembling how a real eye reacts to dangerous substances. Nowadays, computers can also estimate and analyze the potential damage that can be caused by a product to human tissue and cells. There are also another method which is in vitro testing. It is a cellular test which is done inside a test tube. These many alternatives to animal research are not dangerous to people nor animals. All of these tests were shown to be effective and reliable alternatives for testing products on animals. Therefore, testing potentially deadly substances on animal is unnecessary and animal testing should be banned. Torture and pain suffered by these helpless animals can be simply avoided by implementing alternative testing procedures that have been proved to be more effective and efficient. By banning the use of animal testing while applying current technological alternatives, we can assure that we may continue to improve people's lives while protecting helpless animals. We should say no to animal cruelty and use cruelty-free products and drugs as much as possible. Thank you.